Oh, good morning, Kenilworth. I'm Alexa.
And I'm Logan, and this is KTV for Friday, March 25th, 2022.
Happy Friday, Colts. If you're wondering what to do during spring break, don't forget about the planner cover contest.
The contest is open to all 7th grade students and is due April 13th. The requirements include the words Kenilworth or KJHS, the years 2022 to 2023, and an image of a horse or a colt.
Hey, Colts, are you looking for a good book to read? Check out this book review on the book Speak.
Speak by Laurie Halls Anderson is about Melinda, a high school student in 9th grade. The summer before freshman year, Melinda and her close friends decide to go to a party. After the party, Melinda changes. She starts high school quiet, almost even mute, and very dreary, with no friends because they blame her about how the night of the party ended. Over the school year, Melinda opens up to her old friends about what really happened that night and why the party ended like that. Speak was truly an amazing read, and I loved how Laurie Halls Anderson wrote the composition of the book and how well she projected/introduced the subject. I liked the character development that was introduced when Melinda finally speaks out about what happened that night. Laurie Halls Anderson was brave enough to speak up about the concept of this book, and I'm glad she did, for I really enjoyed this book and would totally.
Speaking of good things to read, when was the last time you curled up with a good fairy tale? Maddie has some suggestions.
National Fairy Tale Day. National Fairy Tale Day is on February 26th every year. Not much is known about the history for this small U.S. holiday, but it is getting a further look into it. National Fairy Tale Day was made for people to take time to travel back into time when they were a kid to read one of these short stories, to let out all things that we think are evil monsters or bad thoughts go away so that they can be happy. We can honor this holiday by reading fairy tales to yourself or maybe even a friend. And if you're feeling creative, you can even try writing one of your own. Some examples of some fairy tales that you can read are The Three Little Pigs, Jack and the Beanstalk, and Little Red Riding Hood. So on this special day, take time to relax, read a fairy tale or two, and if you are a creative person, don't be afraid to try to write one of your own.
Thanks, Maddie. Now that we got lots of time coming up over spring break, it's the perfect time to read some good books and fairy tales to read in the library.
Speaking of spring break, I wonder what the weather will be like for the rest of the weekend.
Logan. Sadly, it won't be very sunny for the first weekend of spring. Today's weather, it will be partly cloudy with a high of 69 and a low of 44 degrees. Tomorrow will also have a high of 69 with partly cloudy weather and a low of 48. Sunday's weather will be colder with a high of 59 and a chance of rain, and a rainy night with a low of 48 degrees. And now for my last weather joke. What does a cloud do when they become rich? They make it rain. Now back to Logan and Alexa in the KTV studio.
Thanks, Alan. Today's lunch menu will feature cheese pizza, a spicy chicken sandwich, teriyaki chicken and rice, and a turkey ham and cheese sandwich.
And remember, Colts, the lunch menu might change depending on what's available.
And now, let's head on to sports with Sabrina.
Thanks, Alexa. The Warriors won against the Miami Heat on the 23rd of April. They won 18-104, but not without a mild scuffle during the game between Jimmy Butler and Undason Haslam. They had a mild altercation on the sideline and had to be separated while saying not very nice things to each other. Colts is an example of bad sportsmanship. Although conflict was later resolved, remember, even if you're losing the game, you still have to treat all other players with utmost respect. Now for a sports joke of the day. Why do basketball players hate leaving their town home so much? Because they hate traveling so much. Well, that's all for Sports Corner. Back to Alexa and Logan in the KTV studio.
Attention Pride Club members. The Pride Club discussion group will meet on Friday during lunch in room 29.
That's it for today, Colts. Make sure to find a good book to read over the break and visit the Pride Club at lunch.
And that's KTV.